Today, I want to share with you something about healing. We hear more and more the expression facing ourselves in order to heal, but what exactly does this mean? We may think that this means that we have to accept and even integrate certain characteristics that we have, that we may or may not like, or that we have to like ourselves, or everything that is happening in our lives, because we have no other choice. But in fact, none of these explanations seem elevated or transformative enough, or at all. They sound more like giving up on ourselves, believing that there is nothing that we can do to improve anything. When we say facing ourselves in order to heal, actually we mean that we look into the self that we are creating in this lifetime in order to change it, to improve it, to align it, to open it for expansion, and to create new and happier realities. How do we do this? We do this by changing our thoughts. So, first of all, facing ourselves means that we become conscious of everything that comes out of us: actions, words, behaviors, attitudes, patterns, and every single thing that we have in our reality, even the smallest details. Then we become conscious of our thoughts, our inner conversations, especially those judgmental ones that we repeat inside of us over and over again, most of the times in our own detriment. By doing this, we are capable of consciously relating our thoughts with the reality that we are currently living, and we can see more and more clear the cause and effect that is part of this process. We create our realities with our own thoughts, whether we like it or not. If we choose to create it unconsciously, it can be hard to be with ourselves because we are not in control of what we are creating, and so we don't trust us, and we don't believe that we have the power to create anything, and so we may enter in a state of fear. Now, in this context, the word heal means that now we change our thoughts and ways of thinking, and we create a completely different inner and outer reality. We do this by thinking and verbalizing words and sentences that makes us feel good, by changing our inner conversations, by dreaming and imagining the scenarios that we love the most, by being happy with the lovely details around us, by deciding to change whatever we want to change and actually doing it. Many years ago, I had the belief that whenever I had to wake up in the morning to go to work, it was normal to be stressed up and in a rush, to feel frustrated and even in a bad mood. I probably believed this because that was what I saw on others while growing up. One day I woke up, I felt that feeling of unhappiness again, and I questioned myself, why do I keep waking up in this state for no reason at all? So in that specific moment, I decided that from that day on, I would always wake up happy, and I would do anything to make that happen. On the next day, I woke up and I felt like a new person, just by changing one little thing that didn't even require hard work or a huge effort at all. All I've done was making a simple decision, and of course, assuming and applying it. From that day on, my mornings were the sweetest thing ever. I had a constant smile. I watched the sun rising. I exercised my body. I prepared beautiful breakfasts. I had them at the balcony, and I even started waking up 1 hour earlier to be able to properly enjoy this time of the day. When before I arrived to work as if I had just came out of the bed, having breakfast while driving, after I arrived to work with the feeling that the day was just starting and I had already been in heaven. Just a small decision brought a huge transformation. We may think that we have to do a great amount of inner work in order to change our beliefs, but sometimes all we have to do is to make a decision and stick to it, following our heart, following what makes us feel better. And if this means going against our beliefs, then that is the confirmation that those beliefs are limiting us. And this actually indicates us that this is the right direction to take. This all comes down to one decision and one decision only: to be happy. And yes, this is a decision because we don't depend on circumstances in order to be happy. Everything that we create in this planet is just an illusion, because all that we are is extensions of Source, and that is the one thing that is real. Our reality in this planet is just a reflect of our own thoughts and beliefs, and it is much better if we create it consciously, because then we can choose the reality that we want to live in. Working on ourselves is in fact paying attention to our thoughts, finding out our beliefs, observing our reality, and then changing our ways of thinking according to the reality that we want for ourselves. And if what we create is just an illusion, then why not living the best illusion ever? So today, I am here to tell you that you can choose in which colors you paint your own life. You are the one who wakes up each day and decide whether you want to be happy or not. You are the one who chooses your own thoughts. You are the one who has the power to decide what you experience in this lifetime. You are the one, only you. So tomorrow, when you wake up, what colors will you choose?